I can tell that a lot of y'all do not listen or have not listened to many of Dr. CB lectures, although he repeats within his lectures some of the same thing, but I'm telling you, in many of them, he's going to say something that you're going to catch on that you didn't hear the first time. And I've watched these lectures over 15 times now, each one of them. When I tell you that this brother was 100% for sure the messenger, he was the messenger of our time, because the plan that's going on today, right now, to demise us from the face of this planet has been going on for over 100 years before he was even born. He was born to be able to get us back to the beginning, because in those times when he was born, they weren't eating the things that we were eating today. They weren't eating the ultra processed foods that we were eating today. Yes, they were eating animals. Yes, they were. Yes, they were unhealthy. Yes, they were doing the alcohol, the drugs. Yes. But we have a different ultra processed food. We have technology now, and they've had air pollution back then too. So the air pollution really never stopped. But see, here's the thing with the messenger. When you hear him talk, he talks about Mama in the garden and how Mama was taken from the garden. And when Mama was taken from the garden, did they bring our food? Right? But one thing he never tried to bring your mind back to was the Adam and Eve story. Now I'm going to add that into what Nancy Pelosi had said. Right? I'm going to bring that in with what she said. They're the reptilian, cold-blooded.
These are the
was
races
that not
we have
a reptile in the garden with Mama? Was that not? Did not the reptilians grab Mama out of the garden? Where the fuck did our food go? Because the story they gave us in the Bible was not the real creation. That was a fictitious story, and that was the story to show you what the reptilians had did. Because the real story of how we were created happened in Genesis 1. It happened in Genesis 1. In Genesis 2 was the invasions of the fucking reptilians. See, the messenger knew how to tell a simple story for you to catch on, because he said it's the black race. It's everybody from Africa to here. Do you see the free energy that was brought out in Africa right now? Africa is on the move forward. It is time for Black America to do the same thing and come together. We cannot be no longer divided on who got the best fucking remedy for healing. Y'all got to stop this stupid shit. We got to stop it. We got to put an end to the stupid shit. It's beyond just ignorant. They are waiting for us to wake up. And we got to wake up not in just healing, but in learning law. That doesn't mean we have to integrate into the system, but the system is already there. In order for us to even have a voice heard, we got to know how to infiltrate the system properly. We don't need to take a lot of time on this shit. We can do this shit quickly. It is time for us to start learning and stop fucking complaining. It is time for us to wake up and let our voices be heard. They are poisoning us by air pollution. Electronic pollution, the 5G you sleep by every night, they're fucking you up with it every single night. And if you have a smart meter, guess what the smart meter can do? It can send pulses all to all of your radio transmitters in your home. It can surge it. What do you think a smart meter is? It could send surges and cause all types of shit to go on through your home. This shit is on a whole different level. And this is what you people are not understanding. This is the message the messenger has been trying to bring to you. This is why he was so heavy on telling you to take CMOS, because it has the potassium iodide for the fucking radiation. Whether it's ionizing or non-ionizing, it's radiation, it's frequency. But stop sleeping with your technology. Stop playing around like they're not putting shit in the air. It's fucking us up. This is real shit. You ain't got to believe me. So when I make messages about our brother trying to get an answer about the colonics, it's not to attack him. I was literally asking the question because I'm concerned. I want to know what you do so I won't do that. And this is not to attack each other, because we got to get out of, I got this degree and I got, none of that shit matters. Start teaching people. freely. Stop trying to charge people to teach them. This shit's getting out of hand. We're running out of fucking time. We're running out of time. We're running out of time. Get with the program. This shit's about to go. They finna kick it up a notch. They don't give a fuck whether you know this shit or not. They want you to keep fighting amongst each other about who got the best herbs and who's curing who and who can get the COVID shot up out of you. Because guess what? They're going to keep hitting you with the same goddamn bacteria and air pollution and candida or whatever you want to call it. And the problem is still going to be there. Because you don't know that they're putting the shit in the fucking air. So they don't give a fuck what you argue about. They don't give a care what you know because you don't understand what the fuck they're doing. They're on a whole different level than what you think you know. Stop with the bickering about who does what. I know I said the brother regurgitate information. Listen, I'm going to say shit too. Regardless whether it's regurgitated or not, we got to work fast together because this shit they're not letting up whatsoever. They're not letting up. I post almost every day about air pollution and it gets tiring. It gets fucking tiring.
Shit, let me see which way it's going. It's going this way. So it can take this shit back this way. That shit can go around fucking into Michigan, come right back around, and come right back around to Chicago. But by the time they get back around, them bitches gonna be thick as hell. You see what I'm saying? And they can be controlled by frequency. They can be redirected by frequency. Please understand what I'm saying to you. It's not a conspiracy theory. This is all scientific. This is what they do. Nature did not create this cloud. But what it did, it assisted because of the aerosols that are already naturally present in there. It assisted these clouds to grow. It assisted the ice nucleation that comes from these particular clouds. This is what's making it colder than what it actually should be. Is these fucking clouds and the chemicals they use to make these clouds. I don't even have my gas mask on, so my eyes are really not that protected. But yeah, this is just what's going on, folks. And the chemicals and the bacteria additives that they use, this shit is toxic to us in nature. It really fucks with us. You know what I'm saying? This is the shit that make us sick. You know, we can zoom in on buddy. I don't know if I can see him because I can barely see the screen. But yeah, this shit right here. And even though that shit disappears quickly, does not mean that that nothing's coming out of that can be detrimental to our health. You see what I'm saying? There's invisible vapors, and then there's the ice nucleation. So pay attention.